There are toys, and then there are freak-out-worthy toys. Toys that get big reactions like...
OMG, no way!
Or...
Best present ever!
Or...
It's what I've always wanted.
For those toys, you need Walmart. They've got exclusives from major brands like Disney, Barbie, and Adventure Force that you can't find anywhere else. Toys that make kids jump for joy.
Thank you.
And make you a hero for giving them. Shop hundreds of exclusive toys.
Yes!
Welcome to your Walmart.
'Twas the nights before Christmas. Despite last-minute stress, few were delivering except Walmart Express.
Stockings were hung by the fire with care, knowing in about an hour stuffers would soon be there.
On to the road, Walmart Express delivery went. Chock full of wondrous things in the St. Nick of time sent. Let's go!
Get express delivery in as fast as an hour, even on Christmas Eve. Orders must be placed by 4 p.m. local time on 12/24. Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Express delivery to y'all and to all a good night. Welcome to your Walmart.
Check, 1, 2. Sarah B Show, let's go. Yeah! Howdy, folks. It's Sarah B. I had an idea today, and I feel like it worked successfully. Hold on one second. Yeah. I am drinking a still water. Watermelon lime mint plus electrolytes for taste. This stuff is delicious. Anywho, guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of the Sarah B Show. Let's fast forward past the whole thing where I was like, I promised I was going to do this more, and I didn't. I have an excuse. I'll give it to you. I always have one. But anyway, let's get to that eventually. Let's talk right now. I had an idea today because in the studio I record in, which is my work studio, you know, the Lex and Terry Studios, a.k.a. the iHeart Building in Dallas, Texas. Yeehaw. I don't know why the yeehaws are so strong today. But anyway, in this building, they've been doing a lot of construction. And apparently, according to their lease, they were supposed to have like a gym and like a coffee place and all these other places in the building, and they didn't. So they've been doing like major construction, trying to get new people in here to lease. A lot of the people that lease this building, because like the radio stations are on like level 3, and we're on level 4. We were in our own studio up here, VIP, next to the Korean consulate. What? Anyway, but they're trying to get new tenants in the building and whatnot, so they're fulfilling all these other things in the lease. So basically, long story short, we just got a brand new gym here. And it's a pretty legit gym. There's some treadmills, ellipticals, a ton of arm machines. There's literally one leg machine. So you got to do your own leg. But they have a ton of free weights, a couple of really nice weight benches. There's always like stocked water in there and different types of water and towels. And there's even showers. Like, it's pretty legit. So my idea today was, you know, I did not feel like working out after I got off the air this morning. And my go-to has been that lately. Like, I'll either work out here in the gym as soon as I get off the air before I go home to get it done, or I'll go home and run because it's that perfect running weather right now, you know, like 70 to 80 degrees. It's like really nice. But I've just been so tired lately. And again, I don't know if it's like a depression thing or a low testosterone thing or just like a lazy thing. I don't know. But I've been so exhausted during the day and like sleeping all day and then staying up all night. And it's just this awful cycle that is really messing with me like a lot. But that being said, my plan today was, okay, I'm going to get in there and record a podcast. And I was thinking I'm going to go home and have lunch and maybe take a small nap after work. And then I'm going to go to the gym before I record my podcast because I always get like hella endorphins from working out. I feel like most people do. I know my ex said he didn't even know what an endorphin feels like. I've never had one single endorphin, not one. He didn't say it like that, really. But anyway, he said he never got endorphins. He's like, I think I'm broken. You know, he always said he had no emotions. And maybe he really was broken. Yeah. Asshole. Anyway, but he is like the only one I've ever heard that. Endorphins, like, I'm the total opposite. I don't just get endorphins. I get, like, insane endorphins. So as somebody who's always suffered from, like, you know, anxiety and depression and a lot of mental health issues like that, working out helps me, like, immensely. I just have to actually do it. So that being said, instead of having an espresso or two or whatever, I was like, I'm going to come do a workout so I can get that in and then use that energy to record a podcast. And it worked successfully. It worked swimmingly. That's the word I wanted to use. Swimmingly. So anywho, I'm here. I have a lot of endorphins. I'm sorry if this is annoying. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. I know on podcasts you can speed up the audio. I found that out on Apple one day when I was like, why is this person talking so fast? And I realized I sped it up to like 1.5 or 2 or something. Like I do my friends' messages on WhatsApp. I don't know if there's a slow down option, but if there is, you might want to use it today. So anyway, let's get into this freaking podcast, shall we? Let's use these endorphins for good. I'm going to take a chug of water here, and we're going to get into some stuff. I'm going to go over some emails and comments I got about last episode, which is awesome. And I'm going to talk about how I got banned from TikTok, y'all. Some of y'all know this. Or you at least were there when it happened, and I can explain a little more for that and just go over some general things I've been up to. Here we go. Let's get into it, my baby.
This episode is brought to you by AWS. Amazon Q Business is the new generative AI assistant from AWS. Many tasks can make business slow, like wading through mud. Help! Luckily, there's a faster, easier, less messy choice. Amazon Q can securely understand your business data to help you streamline tasks, like summarizing quarterly results or doing complex analyses in no time. Q got this. Learn what Amazon Q Business can do for you at aws.com/learn more.
Hey, it's Austin James. If you're like me, trying to live your best life while living with diabetes, you can relate to worrying if you're doing a good job managing your diabetes. I use the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor to get real-time glucose readings and see the impact of every meal and activity to make better decisions. The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor can help me live life with diabetes on my own terms, and it gives me more time for the things I love, like being a dad and a musician. Now this is progress. Learn more at freestylelibre.us.
For prescription only. Safety info found at freestylelibre.us.
I sound like a madman. Like, I just sound like a head case because, like, last episode, I'm all, like, literally crying and, like, talking about how I've been going through a really hard time. And this one, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Don't get me wrong. I'm still going through a very, very hard time. I just have a lot of energy right now, and I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it hard. I know there's nothing wrong with going on antidepressants at all. I've been on them a couple times in my life, and I know a lot of people they've really worked for and helped, including myself. But I'm just really trying to do this naturally instead of go on those for a few reasons. And I don't know, like definitely the top 3 things, and even my therapist said this, is diet, exercise, and sleep. And I've been effed with all of these, seriously. Like, and I guess I'll get into it really quick. Instead of getting to the other stuff, whatever, it's my podcast, I can do whatever I want. That's exciting. Cool, no rules, just right. Anywho. I feel like I need an Adderall right now or something. Okay, so I literally, like I said earlier, I've been staying up so late at night, and I'm just a nighttime person. And, you know, when I was newly single, I got really good at finally going to bed early and on time and, like, getting healthy sleep and having healthy sleep patterns. I just, like, I can't right now. I have no self-control right now. My self-control is just gone. Have you guys ever had that happen to where, like, I have never been great at self-control, but right now it's just like zero. I have no self-control over drinking, over eating, and over sleep, like staying up late. I cannot make myself go to bed. But it's just, it's really strange. It's like as soon as I get done on the air in the morning, I literally feel like I'm like a zombie, like a straight zombie. Like I feel like I'm on drugs. Like I can barely like keep my eyes open. There's actually some mornings where like the last 30 minutes of the show, like I feel like I actually start going to sleep. Like I can't even keep my eyelids open. They feel like they have like 20-pound weights on them. It's so bad. And I'll get home and I can barely even eat lunch. I'm so tired. I pass out immediately. And the bad thing about this is if I took like a 30-minute nap, don't even get me started on the people who are like 10-minute naps. Like how does anybody take a 10-minute nap? I will say when I worked for Carnival, I did finally master like a 10-minute nap because you work like 14-hour days and you got very tiny little breaks throughout the day. So a 10-minute nap would be like heavenly. But it was because you had to like be forced to do that. But I did get it. But now I don't. I have like the whole day. So I'm in this really bad habit of like I would love to lay down and take a 30, maybe 45 minutes tops nap. But I can't. I literally don't wake up like before 2 hours. If I set like 4 alarms, like every 10 minutes on different devices, everything, and I just sleep straight through them. I do not wake up. I have to sleep at least 2 hours or more. Like it's kind of crazy. And then I wake up, I feel awful. I feel like I've slept the day away because I have practically, right? Get up, go to work, go home, eat, sleep, wake up, eat, sleep. It's just this monotonous, like awful bleh habit, this awful cycle. Anyway, so I sleep those several hours, and then I'll get up and, you know, like I said, eat or do a couple of errands or something. And then, like, I just can't sleep at night because I've slept hours during the day. And so, especially, like, when I watch TV, and I'm watching this stupid, like, mind-numbing shows. Like I said, I think in the last podcast, I'm rewatching Vampire Diaries again. You can make fun of me all you want. It's fine. I make fun of myself. I know it's so stupid. But it's like a comfort show, right? It's that nostalgia show of the happier times when you watched it again. And anyway, it's just hard to stop. And it's like the same crap every episode. Oh, Damon, Stefan, save me. Oh, vampires, werewolves, oh my. Like, it's stupid and just whiny, and I just can't stop. And it's like, I need to stop the episode as soon as it's over instead of watching the recap, and then I get right into another one, and it's just, I can't stop. And even last night I stayed up like so late, and I finally turned it off an episode with like 18 minutes left, showered, got ready for bed, and then like I remember the last time I was like tossing and turning, I looked at the clock and it was like 11:45 p.m. And I get up for work at 3:30 in the morning. What is wrong with me? Why am I doing this? So my sleep is shit right now. Diet is getting a little better. I will say I just did another like a little mini Go cleanse, which kind of definitely like helped me get back on track. And it's crazy because I've been so off track that this Go cleanse was like hard for me to stay on and have the self-control during it as well. But I still lost a ton. I lost so much water weight. It was crazy. Like, oh my God, my body looked like a completely different body after those few days. I need to post pictures from that because the pictures I take, it's just like insane the difference from even a few days. And also a shout out to a lot of people that have signed up for Go Cleanse through my code. If you go to gocleanse.com/Sarah, you can look at the different products there. You can do that 11-day cleanse, or if you really want a hardcore commit, do that 30-day, or buy a 30-day and do, split it up some. That's what I've done as well. But shout out, like I said, to all the people that have joined and getting on the health train, the health journey. This is a hard time of the year to do it, but, they always say, when's the best time? The best time is now. Like, you know what I mean? If you're thinking about it, it's probably best to get on it now. The sooner the better. So there you go. It's a difficult time though, man. The holidays. This is when all my favorite foods and drinks are out, and it's just amazing. But anyway, like I said, so the diet has been a little better, but the drinking too. I just like, I love having wine at home. It's hard to even have it in the house because I will drink it. I love having a glass of wine with dinner. And going out is just, it's difficult. Oh, it's just a self-control. It's hard, y'all. It is so hard. I need like an assistant to just like slap food out of my hand or like slap the drink out of my hand or be like, go to the gym, bitch. Don't take a nap. Go to bed. Turn off the Vampire Diaries, whatever. So yeah, I've been very off with all of these things, and I'm trying to get them all reeled back in because once I do, I feel like I will be happier and better and healthier. Just gotta get it there. I completely just lost track of what I was talking about and everything, so it's fine. We're gonna be all over the place today. It's a whirlwind episode. So that was that. All right, let's get into some Halloween shenanigans I just did over the weekend. I went to a brewery for a Halloween party, and it kind of sucked because they had so many children there. And this specific brewery used to, be kid-friendly, family-friendly until, like, I think it was 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., and then it would be, like, 21 and up only, which was great. But now it's kids all the time and so many, and I get it. Like, it's probably better for their business, so good for them. But, like, there was just so many children there. And I was dressed up as Borat, which was super fun to do. It's always been, like, a struggle for me my entire life, like, sexy versus funny. With everything. Like, do I want to be hot and like attractive, or do I want to be funny? I don't know. So I went with funny this year. And I did that. And it was like exhausting having to be the character of Borat all night long, but it was also super fun. Like going around, wow, wow, wee, wah, high five, and like hitting on all of these men like as Borat was so fun. But even the costume contest for prizes, if you're going to do it with kids and adults, at least have a kid contest and an adult contest. There were so many adults there with actually some like amazing costumes, and all children won. It was like 150 people in one contest. And like the winners were like a family of Moana with these children that were like had to be carried. Same thing for the other one. It was like a Chick-fil-A cow. It was like 2 years old, like drooling and pooping on itself. Like it was just crazy to me. So anyway, it was kind of boring, kind of sucked. I will say probably the worst Halloween I've had, like, maybe ever. It's sad to say. But I put a lot of hope, like, high hopes into my Halloween plans. I really, really love Halloween. And this one, like being single and not having a lot of friends in the area. And the ones I do have are like all married or with kids or trick-or-treating. So it just was kind of a bummer year, but it is what it is. You know, that was like the Halloween weekend. I do have a couple days from now on actual Halloween night. I'm going to see Mark Anthony. So I'm so excited about that. This will be my third time seeing him. I think I'm like row 14 on the floor and I'm so stoked. I was thinking about wearing a mustache and be like, notice me, Mark Anthony. You know, everybody's going to dress super sexy there. So maybe if I be funny, he'll notice me and then take me backstage and ravish me, even though he's married. But it's fine. I love Mark Anthony. Sorry, just went off on a little fantasy side note tangent there. Ignore it. So there's that. What else? Oh my gosh, I tried a new dance studio, y'all. It was actually really amazing. Had an interesting moment, though, and I've talked about this on the air on the Lex and Terry show. I'm having an issue lately, like, setting boundaries and, like, saying no. I genuinely, like, do not want to date right now, you know? I get lonely sometimes, so I'll go on the apps and just swipe for the hell of it. Or, you know, I'll meet somebody out in the wild, as I like to say, every once in a while, and I'll talk to them, and, like, you know, things are great and whatever. But, like, genuinely, like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, right? And, like, if I want you to have my number, I'll give it to you. But that's about it. And I just feel like everywhere I go right now, I get approached by people that are, like, very aggressive with wanting the number and don't take no for an answer. Or, you know, you say, like, oh, I'm not looking to date. I don't want a relationship. I don't want anything. Or I'm newly single and still hurt. It doesn't matter what you say. They're like, oh, no, just as friends. Oh, no, just for dance class. And I say dance class because this happened to me at the new studio I went to. And, you know, I've left other dance studios for being, like, messed with by guys that it's just so annoying. It's like these guys that go to these dance classes not to learn how to dance at all, but just go with their, you know, their nice clothes on and, like, you know, freaking bathed and soaked in cologne, and are they hoping to meet their future wife there? And hi, that's not what I'm here for. But, of course, one guy freaking singled me out, and, like, it was actually a really amazing dance studio and class. So I did an hour-long salsa class, an hour-long bachata class, and then there was, like, this open dance after, like a meet and greet for new students, and you could dance with the advanced students. They turned all the lights down, put the music up. It was just really awesome. It was, like, my freaking dream, honestly. So it was all salsa, all bachata, and as soon as it started, this guy asked me to dance, and I was like, sure. So we danced the salsa together, and it was fun. And I could see this one guy, like, just, like, literally just staring, like, so intensely at me, and I'm like, here we go. And the second that song was done and I started to walk off the dance floor, this guy beelined, do you want to dance? And I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. And so we did, and then he's like, do you want to dance again? I'm like, sure. So we did a salsa, we did a bachata, and then go to sit down, and then he's like, can I get your number? And I'm like, I don't really want to, you know, like, I'm just out of a relationship. And he's like, oh no, but, you know, something. And I was like, I'm just really not here to date. I'm just here for dancing. Like, I don't want to see anyone. I'm not looking to date anybody. He's like, no, but just as friends. And I said no again. And he's like, well, just, you know, just keep in touch just in case, you know, something happens with the class or we have questions. And I'm like, fine. And, like, I just, like, give in because it's just, like, nonstop, like, push. And I don't want to be mean, right? And so I'm like, fine, just for the class. And so I do it. And then, you know, I look back towards the dancers, and I'm, like, ignoring the guy. And then the music is so loud, and he's sitting there like, so what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I'm not here to, like, date you, bro, like, or anyone, like, leave me alone. So I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And I, like, walked to the bathroom, and I was, like, so mad and also, like, wanting to cry because I'm just like, why does this always happen to me? And, like, I texted my mom about it because that's all I have. And I was like, it's happening again. I don't know what to do. And I was, like, so close to leaving. And then that made me even more mad because I'm like, I'm here doing something I love, and I had the best time. And this guy's going to run me off. A freaking stupid guy is going to run me off from something I'm trying to do and be a part of. And then I was like, no, I'm not letting that happen. So I went back, and I just started acting like I couldn't really hear him. And then finally he was like, all right, well, I'll see you later. I'm like, okay. And he left. And then finally people were like, oh, cool. He stopped hovering and asked me to dance. And I danced, like, for a good hour with different students there, advanced students, and learned a lot, had a great time. So it's just these situations like that I keep finding myself in. And I don't know, you know, I don't want to lie. And then I'm, like, kind of like, what does it matter? Maybe I should start just telling everyone, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Even though I still feel like they'll be like, well, I just mean your number is friends. Maybe I should just start saying, I don't give my number out to people. Sorry. That should be it. Anyway, sorry, venting there. But aside from that happening, the dance studio was amazing, and I can't wait to go back. And I'm going to sign up for a whole month of classes, and they do a bunch of socials on various nights at their own little dance studios. It's like BYOB and dancing salsa bachata all night. Like, amazing. It's exactly what I've been looking for, so I'm really excited. Okay, so there is that. Oh, let's talk about the TikTok ban really quick before we get out of here. So last night, well, shout out to a bunch of you guys, by the way. A lot of y'all were on my TikTok last night. And this kind of goes into the whole, I've been trying to do new things or, you know, do more content creation, do more this and that. And like, I keep pushing it off and putting it off. And I've been wanting to do a TikTok live forever. I know you can make good money on it. It seems really fun, but I keep putting it off for like various reasons. Another thing I've been wanting to do with it is like starting to get up early in the morning and live streaming, just like get ready with me and talking to people and just live streaming for a bit. But we'll see. I'm always late, like always, or not late, but I'm always like, I run in like 5 minutes before starting. I'm that kind of person. So I don't know if I'd have to get up a lot earlier because I get so distracted trying to get ready and stuff. But anyway, I digress. I finally did a TikTok live last night. I was chopping vegetables. I made this delicious like autumn salad with like butternut squash and roasted Brussels sprouts, goat cheese, dried cranberries, some pumpkin seeds. It was really, really good. So anyway, I was chopping veggies and I did like an hour-long TikTok live. And there were so many people on there and it was so fun. And that's why I say shout out. There's a lot of people like, when's the next episode of Sarah B Show? And I'm like, that's a great question. Because I talked about my full out like veg out rotting day last week. I'll get into that in a minute too. But anyway, so I was doing TikTok live. I was answering a bunch of questions. I just was having like a really good time. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did. I thought I would do it and be like, this is awkward, but it was super comfortable and really fun. And it took me a billion years to chop my vegetables because I kept getting distracted by everyone. It was a really good time. And then we came to, I think I did it like an hour. And somebody was asking me something about content. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, I do have an OnlyFans. And then I gave out my website. I was like, onlyfans.com/Sarah B. Morgan, but it's only feet pictures. And then it was like instantaneous. It was like, whoop. And I was actually saying bye to people on there because I was fixing to sign off to go actually make my dinner. And it cut off like out of nowhere. And I was like, what the hell? And so I looked. And apparently I got a warning and a small ban because it said adult content. So I don't know if it was the shirt I was wearing because it was a crop top and kind of low cut, or if it was because I mentioned OnlyFans, which I think is so stupid and crazy. But either way, they cut me off and they gave me a hardcore warning, and I cannot do any live streaming again until November 4th. So I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. How I'm like, I want to try things and like, nothing works out. I was so close to not even doing the TikTok live because I was trying to get my like tripod set up and I couldn't get the bottom to like go higher. And I'm like, what is happening? So I'm messing with it. And I knocked over an entire glass of orange juice all over my kitchen counter. And I'm just like, ah. And so then I finally do it. I finally successfully do a TikTok live. I make like $40, which was super awesome. And then all of a sudden I get banned. It's like, man, I cannot win. And I know these are like first world problems, but it's like when you're going through that depression and it's taking everything in you to try to work up that little bit of strength or energy to do something. And it's like life and the universe, bah, 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 poof, poof, poof. But either way, I did it. It was successful. It was fun. I can start again on November 4th. So follow me on TikTok for an exciting time. It's at Sarah B. Morgan. You can still follow me on there. I just cannot go live right now. And it sucks because I kind of want to post my Borat video on there, but now I'm scared to even post that because like I don't want to get banned or in trouble. And that makes me mad too. I know there's so many double standards in this world, but like the fact that guys can go on there shirtless and like do all this stuff and say what they want, but then a girl goes on there and she has like a tank top on that's too low cut or a crop top, like it's like, oh, this is sexual or lingerie. There is a guy I follow on Instagram though that I guess he has an OnlyFans too. He's super fit and like honest, not really hot. He kind of has like just that BDE, you know what I mean? Like he just has that hot energy about him. He does backflips every day on Instagram. He's on like 430 something. I can't stop watching. But he has an OnlyFans, and on Snapchat he posted a shirtless picture. He's at the beach, and it flagged him, saying that he got a warning that he was going to be canceled or banned. And he's like, I don't have boobs. He's like, I'm not a girl. But it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy out there. It's crazy out there in the wild, wild west of social media. Okay, last little thing here before I get out of here is my rotting thing. So I feel like I'm back to that thing where I'm like, my therapist, every time I reference my therapist, you guys should take a shot. Like, it's a new drinking game listening to the Sarah B show. But anyway, something I've been working on with my therapist is not feeling guilt for things. And by things, I mean every single thing. I've always felt guilty about things. I think I've said this before on here, but like, even when I would be like in elementary school, my mom would like make me a sandwich, you know, she'd always cut it diagonally. She was that bitch. Not a cut it down the middle. It was a diagonal kind of sandwich and chips and a little drink and a little snack. And if I didn't finish my sandwich, I would like almost be in tears because I was like, oh my God, my mom goes to work every day to make money, to buy these ingredients and makes this sandwich. So she's spending money on this. She's putting time and energy into making this, and I didn't finish it. And I would literally feel so much guilt if I didn't finish like my entire sandwich. And I'm not joking. Like, that is how I've always been about everything. It is exhausting to feel so guilty about everything. And so anyway, I'm still like that, and it sucks. So, you know, like, I'll try to like, I have a problem relaxing. I feel like I need to be go, doing like all the time, except for right now because my depression spell. But normally that's what I'm like. And it's hard for me to like actually make myself sit down and relax. I feel guilty about it. So the other day, I was going to come up and record a podcast. I was going to go to the gym. I was going to put air in my motorcycle tires. I was going to do all of these things, and I didn't. I woke up late, and I put on pajamas, and I was like, damn, this feels good. And I turned on Vampire Diaries. I made some coffee, some breakfast. And you know what I did? I did that all day long and all night long. I did not leave my apartment once. I stayed in my Viore jogger pants and my little sports bra and my Ugg slippers. And I ate and drank what I wanted. And I watched TV all day. And I just rotted. I fully rotted from morning till night and then went to bed. And honestly, I didn't feel guilty about it at all. I don't think I've ever had a day like that. If I have, like, I don't remember when the last time it was. And it kind of felt really amazing. So I suggest to all of you, if you have a day where you could just do absolutely nothing, you're all probably like, we always do that. Like, you're late to the rot party, bruh. But anyway, it felt amazing. So there you go. You know what? I'm actually not going to read any of these emails that I got, but I'm just going to give a shout out to, there's just so many people that sent emails, sent messages, just about, you know, the way I'm feeling, shouting out, you know, hey, seasonal depression is real, and saying they have the same thing as well. People that have gone through breakups with narcissists, a lot of people that are on antidepressants saying they are not a bad thing, that you guys are on them as well. And basically what I'm saying is I got so much support from you guys. So it's hard to respond because I get so many, and I should just like take an hour out of my day and be like, I'm going to respond to these. And I haven't. I'm so bad about it. And I think that's a part of the depression too. I just let all this stuff pile up, like all these messages pile up, and I don't respond. Same for my Instagram with the Halloween stuff. I haven't said anything to anyone. Like, I was going to say I suck. I'm trying to take those negative comments out of my vocabulary. But either way, I may have not responded, but I see your messages, I see your emails, and they have really comforted me a lot. So I appreciate it. It's nice to know that, once again, like, you know, we're not the only ones going through this stuff. We have other people going through it as well. We're all in this together, as they say in High School Musical. But truly, honestly, guys. So thank you. And sending love and healing vibes to all of you that are dealing with the same things and, you know, similar situations. I'm here for you. I might not send you emails back or respond, but I do hear you. I do see them. I do feel for you. And just know you're not going through this alone. You're really not. Life is tough, man. And it's crazy because it could be like 2 weeks from now, I go on a high point and I'm like, life is great. And I'm good for a few months and I pull out of this and then you sink right back into it. But I guess that is life, right? It's a roller coaster. There's struggles and it's just continuing to pick ourselves up even on the hardest days. And some days are really, 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 really hard. So there you go. Okay, this is a very all over the place podcast, but thanks for sticking around. Sorry, I sound like I'm on crack. Maybe I shouldn't go work out before recording a podcast. I thought it was a good idea, but I'm just like not focused at all. Maybe I should come do a podcast and then work out after. Maybe I'll try that one next time. So there you go. I hope you guys are all having a great week. I cannot believe that October is almost over. That is just so crazy to me. This is the part of the year where I wish it would go slower because, like, these 4 months, 4 months are, like, my favorite. my favorite. And they just fly by, and it makes me so sad. So I hope you guys all have a very, very happy Halloween. Remember, once again, to follow me on TikTok. Once I can live stream again, I'm going to actually start doing it because it was a really good time. I'm going to try to do it several times a week. We'll see. It's at Sarah B. Morgan. If you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, since that got me kicked off of TikTok, once again, it is no nudity on there. No nudie. Just foot pictures, some dancing videos when I get high, some sexy selfies. But it is onlyfans.com/Sarah B. Morgan. $9.99 a month, easy peasy. It's like a cup of coffee from Starbucks for a month of that. What craziness. And then also, if you guys want to sign up for Go Cleanse, you can do an 11-day, you can do a 30-day. Just get the products, go on this health journey with me. It's a great time of the year to get it done. And it's really awesome. Just try it out. See if it works for you. I know I love it. And like I said, I'll get it and do like little mini 4-day cleanses when I just need to get back on track, which is what I recently did. And I need to post pictures from that for show. So if you want to join in on that or check it out, check out the website. If you have any questions on there, you can also reach out to the coaches who are all amazing. And that is gocleanse.com/Sarah, gocleanse.com/SARAH. All right. I feel like I'm finally coming down now a little bit now that we're ending this podcast. Okay. Well, I love you all so much. Once again, sending all the healing, great, awesome vibes to you. All the love to this wonderful family. And, yeah, you guys are special. And thanks for continuing to support me. And very, very thankful and grateful for you all. Mwah! Goodbye, everyone.